Hi Leo, I have shuffled these. Whoops, I was going to start shuffle again off camera. I'm not going to do it on camera. It messes with my cloth and also the mic. So these are well shuffled. This is the harsh truth. Anytime you view it is supposed to be the right time, so I'm not going to say month or year. It takes a look at you and your love interest or your love life with an unflinching eye. I start off general and I get specific, so take what resonates, leave the rest. Check your moon, rising, or Venus sign for a more full reading, and also other channels I have in the related section. I am getting over kind of like a cold allergy thing, so that's why if I sound kind of beat, I sound worse than I feel. So, okay. All right, let's get to it. Knight of Swords as the bottom of the deck energy. Okay, just saying, I had spent 10 minutes shuffling while this uploaded and everything, and this was the last. Also, between, this is the bottom of the deck energy between you and another person. It was the same one for the last reading I did, so go figure. This is about possibly a lot of arguments, maybe for you, Leo. It might be the dynamic between you and the other person is that you're just really cerebral with each other, and that's how you relate, is a lot of dialogue, a lot of debate, possibly a lot of passionate arguments. Maybe you're not very demonstrative with each other, and you find more connection in the differing of ideas than the agreement. Oh, I hate it when it's crooked like that. That's gonna bug me. Okay. No. Maybe that's better. All right. Okay. The general reading. What you want to be true. Interesting. You want to be able to go in to figure out what's going on. You want, and you want to be able to look at things realistically. What you don't want to be true is that it's just going to be conflict all the time without any purpose. That it's just going to be tension rather than lively debate. That it's just going to be disagreement rather than agreeing to disagree. And it's causing a lot of anxiety, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of this is a 9, so 10s are completions of cycles, so it's something that you're starting to question or maybe feel like, is this worth it? What's going on? And you want love to happen, quite simply. You want this to be a loving relationship, and it might be that, you still want that lively debate and that passion. You just don't want the cutting words. You don't want it to be all for naught. You don't want it to be because somebody's had a bad day and they're taking it out on you. You want it to be because they're passionate about something and they want to dialogue with you about that. You know what I mean? You don't want somebody to not have regard for your feelings or disregard for what they do and how it affects others around them or you or the family. You want love. You don't want them to go outside of the relationship. You don't want to have to find other partners to be fulfilled. You don't want them to find other partners to be fulfilled. You're going to have a lot of decisions to make. Okay? All right, so let me get clarifying here. All right, so let's clarify that. You don't want to be true. But you don't want to be true. Why? Okay, yeah, you don't. This is transition. This is emotional subjects being brought up and discussed, and this is feeling sad and disappointed. So if you're going to bring up stuff to discuss, right, you don't want it to leave you feeling like a schmuck and like, that you just have to step away because no good's going to come of continuing to argue because you don't feel heard by this person. You don't want to feel disappointed. You don't want to feel like you don't matter and what you say doesn't matter and what's important to you doesn't matter. Why is this true? Why is that 9 of Swords there? Why is that true? Crap. Okay, this typically means somebody's stepping out or that their heart's not in it anymore. The passion is not for the partner. So if you're having anxiety and your sleepless nights and you're wondering and there's a lot of worry, and you're wondering if they've started or they're thinking about somebody else in a passionate way, maybe stepping outside of the relationship, look into that, because this is in the what's true position. Is a lot of anxiety and worry over you thinking that they're doing that. So just maybe you need to have that conversation. Maybe you've been having that conversation with them and that's what leaves you feeling like you need to just not get emotional and trust what you see in front of you and let your friends help you take a step back or move on, because it just leaves you feeling really crappy and disappointed. And you want to feel like maybe this time away is purposeful. God bless America. There it is again. Oh, I'm sorry, Leo. You want to feel like this is purposeful, like it's going to give it the time and space it needs, but it's a third party situation, and maybe it's at the distance. There's distance, and that's why it's not working out at this time. But whatever it is, it's causing a lot of anxiety. You want it to be where you're just kind of giving it space, but in reality, it's a whole lot of anxiety over worrying. Not that it is, that you're worrying that there is a third party situation involved, okay? Whether that bears out or not, I hope it's not true, but could be that there's distance and you're worried that they're cheating because of the distance, or that there is in fact a third party situation going on. You want love with them, plain and simple. You want love. You love them. You don't want to happen. Oh dear, that almost. Okay, let's take a look at that. You don't want them, that's Leo reverse, so you don't want them to be stubborn or proud or have weak character. You want them to do the right thing. You don't want them to, you want this staying home with you. You don't want them going and looking somewhere else for that passion and that love. You want them to do the right thing and to be with you. You don't want to get your heart broken. Leo, I'm sorry. Okay, so what will happen? All right, so Leo, be prepared for the Leos that I'm reading for. Just saying, there's going to be a lot of decisions you're going to have to make, and you're going to feel very unbalanced and very upended and very confused. And at the same time, you're going to feel unbalanced and confused, some anxiety, but at the same time, there's going to be a weight lifted off your shoulder, because things are going to become clear. Things are going to be, there's going to be a lot of choices that you're going to need to make, and I'm just going to leave it at that. When you have those heart-to-hearts and you talk about how you feel and you gather your facts and your information, you're going to have plenty to go on to make decisions, and there's going to be an ending to the confusion. You know, there's going to be a releasing of that anxiety and fear, but you're going to feel things are going to be up in the air. Things are going to be very up in the air. For some of you, it could be that you're dealing with a person with that is unbalanced emotionally, but there's a lot of flux in their life. Maybe their personality is one that's very hot and cold, hot and cold. For others of you, it's that you're going to feel this way, like everything's just up in the air, whoopsie, and there's a lot of choice, okay? Sensuality. Express your sensuality. That's, to me, that means finding other interests to balance out this, because this right here is very heavy. This is a lot of arguing, and there might have been a shutdown on the relationship in the sexual area, and this is saying maybe that needs to be revived. However, until that's sorted, that is not something that I would do, because I don't want to have to worry about catching something, I'll be honest. So this would be off the table for me. To me, this means about, okay, I need to find a hobby. I need to do something that I can get my hands on to work out this anxiety and this bickering, and to figure out what I'm going to do when I transition, or what kind of choices I have to make. I'm going to have to do something that makes me feel like me again, that is another side to me other than all of this worrying. I have to find something to get my hands on to bring me back to myself and make me feel connected to myself again and inside my own body again, instead of just always inside my mind and worry. Okay, Leo? That is what I have for you. That is the harsh truth. I wish you luck with this. I'm sorry. It's very heavy, and I hope that you are okay, and I hope to see you in the next reading, okay? All right. Take care.